Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Mr. English channel, where learning English is easy and fun. I'm Emily.
Hello, Emily, and hello to all our wonderful listeners. It's great to be here with you.
Hi, Paul. How are you today?
I'm very happy today. The sun is shining. It's a beautiful day. How are you, Emily?
I'm great, thank you. I'm excited for our topic today. It's a very helpful topic.
Oh, yes. It is very important for all our friends learning English. So, what are we talking about?
Today, we are talking about tips for a good English student life. Fun and easy tips.
I love that. Not hard tips, but easy and fun tips. That's what Mr. English Channel is all about.
Yes, exactly. But before we start, we have a small request for you all.
Yes, please take a moment to click the like button. It helps us a lot.
And subscribe to our channel, Mr. English Channel, so you don't miss our new episodes.
And please share with your friends who are also learning English. Sharing is caring.
Yes, it is. Okay, are you ready, Paul? Tip number 1?
I am ready. Let's help our friends. What is the first tip for a good student life?
Okay, so the first tip is have a special place to study.
A special place? What do you mean, like a secret room?
No, not a secret room. Just a good place. For example, a desk or a table.
Ah, I see. So, not studying on the bed.
Yes, the bed is for sleeping. A table is for studying. It helps your brain know it is time to learn.
That's a great idea. A study table. And what about the things on the table?
Good question. You should have your things ready. Your English book, your notebook, a pen.
So you don't need to get up and look for a pen.
Exactly. Everything is there, ready for you.
I like that. A special place, and it's clean and ready.
And one more thing for this special place, it should be quiet.
Oh, quiet. That is very important. No TV?
No TV, no loud music, no brothers or sisters playing nearby.
Yes, a quiet corner, so your brain can focus on English.
Yes, a quiet place helps you think and learn better.
That is a wonderful first tip, Emily. A special, quiet place with all your study things.
Thank you, Paul. Okay, so you have your place. What's next? What is tip number 2?
Tip number 2 is about time. Have a study time.
A study time like a schedule.
Yes, a schedule. A plan for your day or your week. For example, every day at 4 p.m., I study English.
Oh, I like that. So it becomes a routine, like brushing your teeth.
Yes, exactly. It becomes a habit, a good habit.
Does it need to be a long time, like 2 hours?
Oh, no, not 2 hours. That can be tiring.
So how long is good?
15 or 20 minutes every day is fantastic.
Wow, only 15 minutes?
Yes, 15 minutes daily is much better than trying for a long time and not studying at all.
I see. A little bit every day? It's easier.
Much easier. And it helps you remember the words. Your brain learns a little, then sleeps, then learns a little more.
That's so smart. So find a time that is good for you. Maybe in the morning
Yes, some people like the morning. They feel fresh.
or in the afternoon, after school or work.
Or even in the evening. A little quiet time before bed. The important thing is to choose a time and try to keep it.
a special time for English. I love it. So we have a special place and a special time. What's our third tip, Paul?
The third tip is to make it fun.
Make it fun. Yes, learning should be happy.
It really should. If it's not fun, you don't want to do it.
That's so true. So, how can we make studying English fun?
Well, you can use colors. Use color pens in your notebook.
Ooh, I do that. I use red for new words and blue for questions.
See? It's fun. It makes your notebook look beautiful and happy.
Yes. And what else? What is another fun thing?
Music. Listen to English music.
Ah, yes. Music is a great way to learn.
Find a song you like, a simple song, and listen to it. Maybe try to sing it.
Even if you are not a good singer?
Yes, especially if you are not a good singer. Just sing in your room. It's fun, and you learn new words.
That is a fantastic idea. What about movies or cartoons?
Yes, perfect. Watch a simple cartoon for children in English. The language is easy.
And the pictures help you understand the story.
Exactly. Fun is key. You can play games in English on your phone, too. There are many apps for that.
Wow, so many ways to make it fun. Colors, music, movies, games.
It doesn't feel like studying. It feels like playing.
I agree 100%. Okay, that was a great tip. Now, on to tip number 4. My turn.
Okay, Emily. What is tip number 4?
Tip number 4 is be patient and don't be afraid of mistakes.
Ah, this is a big one. Very, very important.
Yes, learning a language takes time. It is not a race.
That's right. You will not be perfect in 1 week. And that is okay.
It is totally okay. Be patient with yourself. Some days are good, some days are not so good.
And what about mistakes? Many students worry about mistakes.
Yes, they do, but mistakes are your friends.
Your friends? How?
When you make a mistake, you learn something. You think, oops, that's not right. The right way is this. And you remember it.
Ah, that's a beautiful way to think about it. A mistake is a chance to learn.
Exactly. So don't be shy. Try to speak. Try to write. It's okay if it's not perfect.
Nobody is perfect. Even I make mistakes in English sometimes.
Me too. It's normal. The important thing is to try.
So, be kind to yourself, be patient, and say hello to your mistakes. They are helping you.
Yes, I love that. Hello, mistake. Thank you for the lesson.
Wonderful. Okay, what is our next tip? Tip number 5.
Okay, tip number 5 is use a notebook.
A simple notebook. I like this tip. It's very practical.
Very practical. A special notebook just for English.
And what do you write in this notebook?
New words. When you learn a new word, write it down.
Ah, yes. And maybe write a sentence with the word.
That is a perfect idea, Paul. For example, you learn the word happy. You can write, I am happy.
This helps you remember how to use the word, not just the word itself.
Exactly. You can also draw a small picture next to the word. a smiley face for happy.
That's a fun idea. So your notebook has words, sentences, and pictures.
Yes, it becomes your personal English dictionary.
I love that. And you can look at it every day. Maybe before you go to sleep.
Yes, just read a few pages. It helps you remember.
And it feels good to see the notebook fill up with words. You can see how much you are learning.
It's true. You can look at the first page and then the last page and say, wow, I know all these words now.
That's a great feeling. It gives you motivation.
It does. So, a simple notebook and a pen can be your best friends for learning English.
I agree. Okay, we have a special place, a special time. We make it fun. We are not afraid of mistakes, and we have a notebook. What is next?
Tip number 6 is a big one. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
It is practice a little every day.
This is a little like our tip about time.
Yes, but this is about what you do in that time, the small actions.
Ah, okay. Tell me more. What small actions?
It means you don't need to study grammar for an hour. Just do something small in English.
For example?
For example, learn one new word a day. Just one.
One word. I can do that. Everyone can do that.
Yes, and you write it in your special notebook. Or you can change the language on your phone to English for 10 minutes.
Oh, that's a clever idea. You see words like call, message, settings.
Exactly. Or you can say, good morning to your friend in English.
Little things, but you do them every single day.
Yes. Think of it like water. One drop is very small, but many drops can fill a big bucket.
What a great way to explain it, Emily. Every small word, every short sentence is a drop of water.
And soon, your English bucket is full.
I like my English bucket. This makes it feel very easy, not scary.
That's the goal. Easy and not scary. So try to touch English every day. A song, a word, a short video. Anything.
That is a wonderful and powerful tip. Small steps every day.
Yes. Okay, we have one final tip. Tip number 7. And it's my favorite.
Ooh, the final tip. What is it?
Find a study friend.
A friend. Yes, this is the best.
Learning with a friend is so much more fun.
It is. You can practice together. You can help each other.
Yes, you can practice simple questions, like asking, what is your favorite animal?
And your friend can say, it's thank you. And you can practice, thank you. You're welcome.
It makes speaking less scary because it's with a friend.
That is so true. You can laugh together when you make a mistake.
Yes, and you can motivate each other. If you feel tired and don't want to study, your friend can say, come on, let's learn 5 new words together.
That is great. A team. You are Team English.
I love that. Team English.
And you can play games together in English or watch a movie in English together.
Yes, and after the movie, you can talk about it. Simple talk. Did you like the movie?
It makes the language real.
You are using it to talk to a person.
That is the most important part. Using English to connect with someone.
So, a study friend is a fantastic resource.
The best. So, those are our 7 tips. Wow, that was a lot, Paul.
It was, but they are all so good and so simple. Can we do a quick review?
Of course, let's do it together. Tip 1.
Have a special, quiet place to study.
Tip 2.
Have a special time to study, even just 15 minutes a day.
Tip 3.
Make it fun with colors, music, and games.
Tip 4.
Be patient and don't be afraid of mistakes. They are your friends.
Tip 5.
Have a special notebook for new words and sentences.
Tip 6.
Practice a little every day. One word, one song, small things.
And the last one, tip 7.
Find a study friend. Team English.
Yay! That was great. I feel so motivated now. I hope our listeners do too.
Me too. These tips are not about being a perfect student. They are about being a happy student.
Yes, exactly. A happy and relaxed English student. That is the best way to learn.
Well, Emily, our time is almost up for today. This was a very helpful conversation.
I agree, Paul. I had a lot of fun.
Me too. So, to all our amazing listeners, that is all we have for today.
Thank you so much for listening. We hope these tips help you on your English journey.
Yes, and please don't forget to subscribe to Mr. English channel.
And share this episode with your study friend, your Team English partner.
Yes, and please leave a comment below. We want to hear from you.
Tell us, what is your favorite tip from today? Or do you have a special tip you want to share?
We love reading your comments. It makes us so happy.
It really does. So until next time, keep practicing and have fun.
That's right. Thank you for listening. Bye for now.
Goodbye, everyone.